VP9? Well, this is what Reddit and the glorious viewers on the internet figured out. And that is that if you select 1440p as your output scaled resolution, and you have at least a bitrate of, I believe it's 10,500 kilobits per second. So in the output streaming area, you would need this to be at least 10,500. Then when you put the video out there, or when you stream to YouTube, you will get VP9 quality, which means you have way better quality than most of the people out there streaming at 1080p. The last couple of things here: Downscale Filter, put this to bicubic. It says that it's going to be less sharpened than Lanczos, but it is way better. It has been in OBS for ages. And FPS, I would set it to 60 for most people streaming games, but some people, if you have less bandwidth or less bitrate to play with, you can put this down to 30, and you'll just have a 30 FPS stream. So now with that all applied, the last thing we need to do after, setting up a scene. So I've got a scene here, which is my whole screen, hence why you can see this kind of paradox effect happening. You literally come down to here and you select start streaming. Now this won't instantly start streaming to your channel, so I can click it right now and you won't have a random live stream appearing. If I click this, you end up getting two options here. You have create new event and select existing event. Create new event is really, really cool. It means you can set your title, you can set your description and everything, the privacy of your stream, what category it's in, and loads of stuff, which I really, really like. But currently, it is missing some of the options. You can't set your thumbnail here. You can't get like a big box to view your description in the formatting you want it to seem on YouTube. You can't set your stream to be unlisted for later. You can't select the game that's being selected. So there's still a lot of stuff missing. But if you wanted to get just a real quick stream going up and you didn't even want to look at the YouTube dashboard, you could just do it from here. You could put the stuff in and then click create event and go live. However, we're going to do it a bit differently. So what I'm going to do is cancel out of here, and we're going to head over to the YouTube live dashboard. So I'm on YouTube now on my 4eyes channel logged in. You're going to click create up here and then click go live. After a couple of seconds, you might get a thing pop up saying whether you want to stream using streaming software or just using a webcam. Make sure you select streaming software because we're going to be using OBS. And then you want to make sure you're in the stream area. You can go to the manage area and you can schedule streams in the future. But it's not something I do. Typically, I'll just be playing and then I might go, okay, I'm going to start streaming for a bit now. And so I will use the stream area. Let's start with the edit area. So if we click edit up here, this is where we can set all the details for our stream. So this was actually the settings I had set up for that Tarkov stream I was showing you just a little bit earlier. So it's saved the settings from them, which is really cool, which means that I can kind of keep the formatting. So if I was doing a Warzone stream, I could just say like live, let's just say I'm cracked at Warzone. It's a bit cringe, but I'm cracked at Warzone. I would probably come up with a better title than that looks a bit better. And then I could write something down in the description. I could say, let's just do the same thing. I'm cracked at Warzone. Give the stream a like, kind of thing. Visibility, almost always you're going to want it to be public. If you don't have this set to public, then your stream can't be seen by people. So you definitely want it to be public when your stream goes live. Category, gaming, and then game title. So this would be Warzone. Call of Duty Warzone. My thumbnail, I've just got a default thumbnail, but you can make thumbnails for your stream, which is really awesome. Make your stream stand out. Playlist.
Good grammar and spelling are important, but if you want to write essays that inspire,
right here,
messages that forge brighter connections,
right now because I don't want it to
and emails that get the job
start streaming, but you can put it in there, and I'm going to explain why in just a second.
Done.
You can select
you
the
need
audience
to think about more than just grammar and spelling.
Most of you, it's not going to be made
this sentence is grammatically correct, but it's wordy and hard to read. It undermines the writer's message, and the word choice is bland.
You can include
Grammarly's cutting-edge technology helps you craft compelling, understandable writing that makes an impact on your reader. much better. Grammarly works where you work, on your computer or your phone. Imagine what you could do with the secrets of the world's best writers at your fingertips, anytime you need them. Are you ready to give it a try? Installation is simple and free. Visit Grammarly.com today.
This is how fast YouTube is with Brave. Notice how there's no pre-roll ads? And here's how you can see how much time you save with Brave. Look, Chrome was great in 2008, but it's 2021. Join the 20 million people already using Brave. Experience a faster internet through Brave.
With the recent moves of Tim the Tapman and Dr. Lupo over to the YouTube streaming platform, there are more eyes than ever on YouTube as a potential place for new streamers to start their journey on. So today, I'm going to be showing you guys a quick and in-depth guide on how you can get your first stream set up on YouTube Gaming. Hey everyone, it's Forrest Dave here. Welcome back to another video. Today, we are going to be covering, as I said in the intro, a quick and in-depth guide on how to stream on YouTube, specifically using OBS. So this is going to be covering how we can set up the OBS application, a quick run through of that. It's not going to be a super in-depth OBS guide. I've done other guides on that in the past, and there's plenty of other guides out there for that, but this is going to be specifically in relation to streaming on YouTube, so also setting up the YouTube dashboard and everything like that so that we can get some awesome streams out there to our viewers. If you guys do enjoy the video, be sure to smash the like button down below and also leave a comment because I love to have a good conversation with you guys and answer any questions you have in the future. So we're going to start with a quick setup of OBS. If you guys haven't used OBS before, then it is the basically be-all and end-all streaming application that you use to get your content from your PC to whatever platform you're streaming to, whether that be YouTube or Twitch or Facebook or any other platforms that are kind of coming out of the blue. As of the time of releasing this video, we need the release candidate version of OBS. So you can just type in OBS release candidate on Google. You'll eventually get to this GitHub page where you can scroll down here and you can download the installer. The reason we need the release candidate, at least at the moment, is that this beta version, that's essentially what release candidate means, includes YouTube integration. As you can see here, YouTube integration was added and it's made the whole YouTube streaming experience way better. Way better. And I'm going to show you that when we jump into the application. So get that downloaded and boot it up, and then we'll be ready to play around with it. When you first boot up the application, you'll be greeted with something similar to this. You won't have this chat showing on the right. You'll probably have a couple of these things not showing, but don't worry too much about them. What you want to do is you want to go to settings, and then you'll have this open page here. The general tab doesn't really contain anything YouTube specific, so instead come to the stream area, and this is where the fun starts. So service, you need to make sure you've got YouTube RTMPS selected. This means that we are going to stream to YouTube. Makes sense. We're not doing a tutorial for Twitch. We're not doing a tutorial for Facebook. We are streaming specifically to YouTube. So have that selected. Next, the server. You should be able to be fine just using the primary YouTube ingest server. This bit is why currently you need the release candidate. Now, you might not need the release candidate in the future when the actual official update comes out, but right now you need it so that you can get the YouTube integration, where you can connect your YouTube account to the application. This is how you've been able to do it for Twitch for a long time, rather than using a stream key, which was essentially a long list of numbers and letters all jumbled together that would tell the application where it is you're trying to stream to. So that, because of course we're sending the stream out there, it needs to know where it's going to. Now we can connect the account and we can do a lot of controlling what we can set up from the application. However, I've got a different way of doing that. That'll all make sense in just a minute. Anyway, after you've clicked the connect button and you've gone through the process which comes up on a web page to just connect your account and such, OBS will be allowed to stream it to your YouTube channel. As you can see here, for me, it has my 4eyes account listed here. Good. Next, make sure you've got this ignore stream setting, streaming service setting recommendations. This might seem like a weird thing to do. Like, why am I taking this? Essentially, YouTube doesn't really have maximum video or audio bit rates. It doesn't really care. I'm going to come back to this a little bit when we talk about the bitrate and resolution later, because it's a very important topic, especially for YouTube and getting the best quality. For Twitch has a hard cap, like max of both, and if you go above it, it's like, no, you can't do that. But I would recommend just ticking this anyway, so that you don't end up having any warnings or weird things happening from OBS. Just allow OBS to just be free to do what it wants, and tick this, and you'll have a much easier time moving forward. Next, we're going to cover the output settings. So very quickly, make sure you set output mode to advanced. For encoder, if you've got an NVIDIA GPU, choose the NVENC encoder. It's far less stressful in your system. I've covered this encoder in many other OBS tutorials. If you don't have an NVIDIA card, then you can select X264.